You gotta be a bold bitch to wake up fat and unhealthy and just lay there. Drop down in this description box and get you some of this tea and this NutriBurst so you can get your health together and stop looking a mess, girl. Bye. Oh, baby. Love and Marriage Huntsville premiered last night, and I'm here to let y'all know I am upset about some of the goings-ons on this show. And Destiny, baby, you might not know who I am, but I'm here to tell you, you need to go sit your goddamn ass down somewhere. Y'all want to talk about it? Here it goes. Nessa girl, Love and Marriage Huntsville premiered last night, and I could not be more overjoyed. I'm sorry I would have came to y'all last night with a review, but I had a little piece of date. Daddy had came over here and gave me something I could feel. Many say that I'm too young, but Keith Sweat said I might be young, but I'm ready. And baby, I'm ready. We was ready till 9 o'clock this goddamn morning, and nevertheless, you know, I'm a little fucked out. But that's alright, because I'm going to push through this review anyway. Love and Marriage Huntsville opens up with Mel doing her maternity shoot. So let's just do some general housekeeping, right? For this season of Love and Marriage Huntsville, I am truly hoping that I can grow to love and appreciate the Holts. At this point, reading Melody all season, I'm just not interested in, and it would be very lazy considering that I gathered her and Martell all last season. Now listen, I am never one for the disillusion of a family, right? I would hate to see their family dissolve. And all things constant, I really do hope that Mel and Martell can get this thing on track and they can live happily ever after, and the remainder of their tenure on this show is not about infidelity and cheating in their marriage. Because as of right now, the entire show is predicated on Martell's infidelity with Miss Ariane Curry, and we are going to talk about that. Now, you know, in the same breath that I'm glad that Mel and Martell seem to be in a good place, Martell's doing his counseling, I must say I am slightly annoyed with the message, right? Black women deserve love that does not come with all these strings attached. And we've seen this story so many times that the woman gets with the man puts the woman through hell and high water, and then after he gets older and is through running the streets, they live this picture perfect life. And the message is, you know, yeah, we've been through some things, but I stood by his dog ass and look what we got now. Like, I hate it because it sends a message to young married couples that your husband gonna put you through some shit, but just endure it, it gets better later, and we have got to change that narrative. This is not the 50s and the 60s no more, and Papa not gonna be no damn Rolling Stone. So Martell makes it known that he no longer wants to talk about his mistress, which I find odd because the entire first season of the show and everything up until now was completely predicated upon this relationship. Sadar comes over to help Martell put together the crib and whatnot, and they talk about Ariane's car being vandalized. Now, y'all gotta help jog my memory. I can't remember, but I believe the speculation was that Martell was the one that vandalized her car. Here is where I have an issue. Before we get ready to go to commercial break, there's a production message that comes across that says production tried to be in contact with the woman before this broadcast, but they could not reach her. That is a goddamn lie. That is a fucking lie, and it is completely unfair. I'm not gonna lie to you, like my blood was boiling and I was pissed off the remainder of this episode. Y'all have built this show completely spraying this girl, calling her all kind of peasants, running her name through the mud. Y'all have an entire platform to say any and every damn thing about this damn girl. I'm going to take it a step further. I've spoken to Arian Curry several times, and I know for a fact that she is and was willing to do that show, or at least film a scene or two. The reality of the situation is Melody and Martell are both executive producers on that show, and I get it. If I was Melody, I would not want to give the bitch a platform either. You know what I'm saying? And I can assure you that it was Melody who blocked this girl, or Melody who put up a fuss and said, this bitch will not be on my show. And don't get me wrong, I get it. If I was Mel, I probably would feel the same way. But the more authentic thing to have done was for this episode to have opened up and Mel and Ariane met at Red Lobster, filmed one scene, let Mel ask all the questions she want to ask, so on and so forth, and then we can put this thing behind us. But for y'all to put that message up talking about y'all can't reach the young lady, I don't understand how the fuck y'all can't reach her, and I reach her so goddamn easily. Tasha can't reach her so goddamn easily. She not that damn hard to find, and that girl is looking to tell her part of the story. That was fucked up production. That shit is not cool. Fair is fair. And y'all can't continue running this girl name through the mud and they're gonna be like, y'all couldn't reach her. I ain't like that. That was some low life shit, and to be honest with you, it just wasn't cool. That shit was not cool to me at all. Mel and her mama go to the ultrasound and they start talking about how, you know, her and Martell are in a better place, nothing to report there. Mel meets with her party planner. She starts planning her baby shower when she calls Kimmy, and Kimmy inquires about Tisha not being invited to the baby shower. You know, I'm going to tell you something. I am really hurt that Mel and Tisha and Martell and Marsau's relationship has gotten to the point in which it has gotten. Here is why. Y'all know I occupy a lot of spaces with these reality TV girls. I've known a lot of the girls who've had reality TV projects from the point where it was just an idea until they got it on production. Here is how these conversations go. Oh, girl, I got this TV show idea. I got this producer friend that's really looking at my idea. Girl, you want to be on my show? I think we should all do this. This would be a great opportunity for all of us. This will be fun. We can showcase our love. You know, you go into it thinking that you're going to have a good time with your friends, and you and your friends are going to get rich and famous, and y'all are going to build and live these grandiose lives, and then all of a sudden these shows rip friendships apart. I hate the fact that Tisha and Mel and Marsau and Martell's relationship have been ripped apart, because my spirit tells me that they were really good, genuine friends prior to all of this happening. And at the very end of the day, it's Martell that caused this shit show. Martell caused this shit show, and yeah, he may be bothered that the Scotts laughed and poked fun at it. I mean, but damn, nigga, the shit is on TV for everyone to see. I think it's a bit irrational to think that y'all are going to parade an entire season of an affair in front of your friends, the general public, and expect people to not have something to say about the situation. I just hate that the relationship looks like it's done. Martell talking to the council. I'm going to tell you something. You know, I used to dig into Martell's ass last season because he was just so narcissistic, and that damn Cheshire cat grin he had on his face, and it felt as if he just wasn't getting it. I can always give somebody props when they deserve it, and I can tell you from talking to his therapist on this episode, he is taking accountability. There's no buts. I didn't do this because I understand how I hurt my wife. And slowly but surely, it seems to be working. Do I believe that Martell is a completely changed man? Absolutely not. Do I believe Martell is like Effie White and is changing? Yes, I do. Look at me. Look All that I can. That's a little Effie White. Little Jennifer Holiday for the old school girls. But therapy is looking good on Martell. So they pull up to the baby shower. That baby shower was excellent. It was much better than that damn ghetto bougetto shit that Phaedra had on the Real Housewives of Atlanta way back when. The horse and carriage, I loved it. Y'all got a lot of people in Huntsville that support y'all, and it was great. Martell and Mel's mom sitting down talking at that table. Baby, let me tell you something. That was awkward as all hell. Melody mama wanted to go in details, and Martell mama was looking at her like, bitch, you better not say too much about my son. You talked about it, and let's just stay out of it. And if you want to remain cool with me, let's just not discuss what them children over there doing. That's what Martell mama was giving. Martell's mama's energy very much gave, yeah, I know my son a dog. Yeah, I know my son did your daughter wrong, but that's my son, and you better tiptoe lightly but the next thing that's come out your mouth, because you might end up with a biscuit upside your head. I love how Martell mama said, you know, we just got to stay out of it. Just stay out of it, Miss Melody Mama. So Kimmy confronts Mel about Tish not being there. You know, this social media stuff can be a beast, right? Because social media allows for people to be very passive aggressive. Like, oftentimes you want to say something, you want to call somebody a bitch, you want to call somebody two-faced, but instead of doing it, you just retweet something that somebody else said. That is just as bad. You know, retweeting a negative comment about somebody is the same as you damn saying it. You know, I was following Kimmy when she said to Mel was like, Tisha texted me and apologized. I thought it was bullshit. And Kimmy was about to go down the line of, damn, she apologized. Why can't you just take it for face value? If she's trying, why do you call it bullshit? But to Mel's point, if 6 days later you're retweeting negative stuff about somebody that you're trying to work a relationship with, then yeah, I get why, you know, Mel would feel some kind of way about Tisha. And again, I hate it. What's even worse though, I got a feeling that Martell and Marsau gonna end up coming to blows, because this shit is getting real messy. Martell's text to Tisha was, Martell's text to Marsau was, she got her butt done and her titties done and it still wasn't enough. As to say, loosely translated, is your wife went and got surgery and it still ain't enough. That still wasn't enough for you. You still out there fucking other bitches. That's what Martell was saying. But you know, the thing about it is, that read is completely neutralized coming from Martell. It absolutely means nothing, because your wife was your lover and your secretary, working every day of the week. And you bought another bitch a BMW and was putting her up in an apartment. So what's your wife flaws? You don't like the fact that she's shaped like a beanpole? You know what I'm saying? For you to say that to Tisha, Martell and Marsau could easily flip that back on you and be like, well, you know, apparently you don't think your wife all that either, the way you don't ran out on her. So we meet again this Destiny character. Destiny's beautiful. I love, she sat down talking to Melody. She's 9 weeks pregnant. Congratulations. Destiny, let me tell you something. I don't know who whispered in your ear and told you go over there and have a conversation with Kimmy, but you made yourself look stupid as fuck. The lady said, I don't know these people well, but I know he makes good chicken. I don't understand what the problem is, and the shit was so minuscule, we couldn't even get 10 seconds of filming post that comment. You looked dumb. You literally looked like you were trying to create a problem where there wasn't one. And when Kimmy was like, with all due respect, I don't know you and your husband do make good chicken, then you literally was stuck there with your head tilted to the side looking stupid. What more did you want? She did not say anything disrespectful. And so now, if I was Kimmy, I would be leaving this baby shower like, I don't even really want to fuck with this petty bitch. It ain't like she said, I don't know him, but all he good for is making chicken. She was like, I don't know him well, but I know he makes good chicken. As far as I'm concerned, that was a compliment. Somebody gonna have to drop down in these comments, or Destiny, you gonna have to drop down in these comments and let me know what the real deal is. But in the meantime, in between time, you and your ponytail, go sit your goddamn ass down some damn where. Maurice and Martell have a conversation. You know, Maurice is really in a sticky place. Him and Kimmy both. I consider Kimmy and Maurice to be the most emotionally intelligent couple in the group, and they are the most rational. Considering the fact that Maurice is Marsau's brother, anything that comes out of Maurice's mouth, Martell and Melody are automatically going to feel like it is skewed in Kimmy and Marsau's favor. However, I think Tisha in Marsau's favor. I think Maurice does the best he can under the circumstances, trying to be fair as possible. Martell seems to be somewhat childish when it comes to this beef with Marsau, but I'm able to look through it and see somebody that's hurt. You know, men have a hard time expressing themselves, but the only thing that keeps somebody with this antagonizing and badgering behavior is hurt. You hurt me, and now I want to hurt you back. I'm going to make it a point to hurt you back. I'm going to make it a point to embarrass you the way that you cater to my embarrassment. And it gets to a point where things can go too far, where both parties involved just get disinterested in trying to make it work. And it feels as if that is where this Martell and Marsau situation is going. And unfortunately, it is about to put Kimmy and Maurice in a very compromising situation, because at the end of the day, that's family. By default, Kimmy and Maurice will end up having to side with Tisha and Marsau, and unfortunately their relationship with the Holtz is probably going to become a casualty of war. That is my prediction. This first episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, I mean, you know, it fell a little flat for me. However, they had to prime us and get us ready and catch us up with everything. And next episode looks like it's really about to have it going on. We shall see. Love and Marriage Huntsville, I'm glad y'all back, but y'all need to get that shit under control, and y'all need to be fair to Miss Ariana Curry, because that shit was not cool. Like, Mel, you really need to do a 2-minute IHOP scene with that damn girl, especially considering the fact that your husband be taking her out of town and eating her ass in days in and all type of shit like that, and then coming back and kissing you in the damn mouth and making babies with you. Nevertheless, that's all I got. Ain't got no more. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll call y'all later. Happy Saturday. Bye. What's today? Saturday or Sunday? Oh shit, Sunday. Bye.